Hi, I'm Zareen Khan. Welcome to my show, Spices and Secrets. There are a few people who dare to be different. Similarly, good food is also an experimentation. You have to be willing to do things differently in order to achieve various and good results. And only then will you discover the magic of creating a new dish. My love affair with cooking follows that graph. I am still inspired to seek new recipes and expand my food knowledge and skills on various cuisines. For someone who loves cooking, there is no compromise. There will always be innovations and adaptations, especially if you have that sense of adventure. Joining us today are two film industry guests who dare to be very different in their lifestyles, their choices, and their expressions. But before we bring them on, I will make you a very exotic recipe called chicken hasina. Today, I'm going to make hasina chicken. Well, the name is very exotic, but actually it's a very simple dish. And you will see how the procedure goes. It's sort of a chicken wrapped in its own masalas, and the flavors come out because it's a slow cooked chicken. So here it goes. We first put the pan onto a low fire, and then we put some oil, lavang, ilaichi, and dalchini. That's the usual in most of my dishes. There we go. The next thing is the dalchini. Then we take the onion, and we have about 3 onions put into this. So all the onions are cut properly, and we are going to put all of them into this pan because the oil is heated up too. Now, as these onions are getting light brown, we add green chilies. So I put this all into the onions. And along with this, a few peppercorns. And let it fry on. I guess we'll have to wait a little while till all these onions fry to a nice, rich, light brown. This is the time we add the chicken, the 8 pieces of chicken, to brown it along with the onions. Now, as this is being done, we add the garlic and ginger paste. And now we've mixed all the masalas into this, the red chili powder, a little bit pinch of the haldi, and of course the dhania powder. Not to forget the salt. And mix all of this together. Lower the heat, let it cook on a slow fire for a little while. Let it steam. In the meantime, I cut 1.5 tomato for 1 chicken, I guess. There has to be concentration also when you're cooking. So I put in the curry pattas. Now I put in the tomatoes, and I mix this, and I sprinkle a wee bit of water. And I close this dish and let it start cooking in all its beautiful juices of the special Indian masalas. Now, as you can see, that this chicken is cooking in its own steam. And it's the right time to put the final ingredient, which is the coriander. I take the coriander, open this up again, and sprinkle huge, quite a big, almost half of this bowl. And then we take the lid and close it back again and leave it to cook completely. Now, I think the chicken is ready. Oh, the flavor is really mind-blowing. Switch off the fire totally. It's a very exotic name, the Hasina chicken. And the last final touch before you present it onto the table. Little more of the green coriander that you sprinkle around the dish. That's it. This is my final dish of chicken Hasina. And if you've missed anything, here's the recap.
For chicken Hasina, in a pan, heat 4 to 5 tablespoon oil. Add 8 to 10 cloves, 5 to 6 cardamom, 2 to 3 cinnamon stick. Add 3 chopped onions and saute till they become soft. Now add 6 to 8 roughly chopped green chilies, 10 to 12 black peppercorns, 350-gram chicken pieces, and mix it well. Add 1 teaspoon garlic paste, 1 teaspoon ginger paste, 1 teaspoon red chili powder, half teaspoon turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon coriander powder, salt to taste, and mix the chicken with all the spices. Simmer it till the chicken is tender. 2 to 3 chopped tomatoes, 12 to 15 curry leaves, quarter cup water, and put the gas on high flame. Once the liquid from the pan gets evaporated, add freshly chopped coriander and cook it for 5 minutes with the lid on. Garnish the dish with chopped coriander. Your chicken Hasina is ready to be served.
Take a short break. Don't go anywhere and we'll be back. Hi, I'm back. And I'm going to introduce you to our first guest, the gorgeous Pooja Bedi. She's an actress, a writer, and currently a relationship counselor. She is also the daughter of actor Kabir Bedi and the late Pratima Gauri, the Odyssey dancer. Pooja is someone I've known since she was a little girl. And even as a child, she had a very carefree spirit, which she still carries with her to this day. She's a very positive person who enjoys every aspect of her life and is a live buyer at social gatherings and amongst her friends. Much like her parents, she has lived life on her very own terms, paying scant attention to convention and society. Hi!
Hi, Sandanti.
How are you? I'm fine, darling. How are you?
I'm good and-
So nice to see you. Come.
Thank you for inviting me on this wonderful show.
Pleasure,
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Come and sit down. You're looking so glamorous, and I mean, there's every day you're looking better and better, and every month or year that goes, instead of going forward, it goes behind you.
Thank
Huh?
you. But you've seen me since I was a tiny tot. You've seen me
Yes.
since I was this tiny child walking in and out of your house.
I know. Can
and,
you
and Farah and me have been in the same class and, grown up together. So I guess for you, I'm just the same old person.
Every time I see you with such lovely clothes.
Thank you so much for the compliment.
Huh?
But I think what's very important to me when I dress is to dress for my body type, to dress for my skin type, and not blindly follow fashion. So I think what's important is to have your own personality reflected in your clothing and your style. See, you have such an impeccable sense of style, and you dress so well, and you present yourself so well. You're making people so
Yes.
happy with your food. I mean,
Uh-huh.
so it's really nice for me because to me, food is also equivalent to
Yeah.
happiness.
Uh-huh.
So that's what you're essentially doing is through food, because food makes good food makes people so happy.
Yeah, and at least food makes people to more people to come to my house, and I gain more friends. But it's not all about food. I have friends from your age to my age to, I don't know, even older
The
than me.
grandchildren's age.
And to grandchildren. So it's a question of, my house becomes sort of a focal point for people to gather together because they enjoy also. We have fun times, and at the same time, they know they're going to go well saturated with good food back again to their
But
place.
that's such an Indian ethos, right?
Yes.
Like our food is so important to us, and to have lots of food is so important to us, and variety of food is so important to us. Abroad, you go, it's all plated, एक dish पे आ जाता है, and you have it, you know.
That's a different
यहाँ पर,
style,
हाँ,
yes.
यहाँ पर the whole family and conversations and get-togethers are based on food, you know, which is so fabulous.
But it's a fact, because when you go to an Indian home, not in my home, but any home, even if they are having an omelette, they're ready to cut it in half and share it with you. So
And
that's-
I think in India also it's a very ghar bulao
Bilkul.
country, you know.
Yes.
Abroad, you generally tend to go outside and eat.
Yes.
You know, and in India it's always about ghar pe bulate
हाँ.
hain, ghar pe milte hain,
हाँ.
ghar ka khana khilate hain, you know.
Let me tell you one thing, is that I'm going to cook a very special dish for you.
Oh, wow.
It's called the masala rice biryani.
Oh,
so
fabulous.
are you going to help me cook?
I would love to help you cook. You know the recipe, and I'm going
Lovely.
to stand
So
and watch and make it happen.
Let's go and make it.
How lovely.
Okay? Today, I'm going to show you a nice masala rice biryani, which is actually a vegetarian biryani. Now, since we're just 2 guests, I'm going to have just use half the packet.
Okay.
Okay, so that's about half kg. So we take this, and
Okay.
can you pass me the water? Yes. Okay, so we just clean this rice, wet it, soak it, and we leave it aside.
Okay.
Put on the fire a little bit, and we add the masala. So before adding the masala, I will cut the onions.
What did the onion tell the cook?
Tell me, you tell me.
Why are you crying? I'm being chopped up.
Put oil
Okay.
into this pan. So,
So what are the spices we're using today?
dalchini, lawang, and ilaichi. We start putting a little bit of this.
I'm such a garlic-heavy person when I cook.
Really?
Yeah, I
Are
put
you a
garlic in
cook?
everything.
Are you a cook? You must be, no?
Am I a cook? Let's see. So I got married and I decided I was going to be the best housewife. So I decided if I'm going to do it, let me do it to perfection. So I did all these culinary courses. So I did Thai, continental, Italian, Mexican,
Wow.
desserts, eggless desserts. Then I learned this vegetable carving thing, which I've completely forgotten. It's been 10 years. And then I did table settings and napkin foldings and patani what all
Really?
nonsense.
How
Yeah.
sweet.
I'm going to be the perfect housewife. Well, that one for a toss.
So now after this is little fried, you put in all the onions. Okay, there we go. And we let these onions become light brown. We can add a little salt.
Okay.
Now, as this is being cooked, now we are going to put into this very mixture of the onions, this particular mixture, which is ilaichi, lavang, red chili powder, and adrak lasan and kothmir.
Perfect.
Into this. This is the mixture that's made, okay? So we pour this into the onions.
So you like soak the Kashmiri chilies
Yes.
and
First-
then you...
No, you can, mix it up when it's dry also. Put it in a grinder.
Okay.
And then make the masala, all together.
Okay.
So I cut this. You need about 1.5 tomato to 2 tomatoes.
Very nice
Yes.
special masala rice
Yes.
made for vegetarian me.
Absolutely. Just for you, specially made today. All
He's
the
a very fancy chef, huh? Cooking with these fabulous gold rings, and there's a gold element
I
going
have
into
to.
this dish also. That's a
I
secret.
can't.
That's a secret recipe part which you don't tell people, right?
That's
Infuse
for
it with
my
a bit of gold.
audience. That's for my audience. Now, this is the mixture that makes the masala rice.
Okay.
Now, you see, this is all got ready.
It's looking
It's looking well,
lovely.
huh?
It's
Okay.
looking fabulous.
Now, I put in the yogurt.
So the yogurt shouldn't be too thick.
No, you can, this is mashed yogurt, but you can,
Okay.
if it's thick, you just mix it up, see?
Oh,
Let's
it looks
see.
so creamy.
And we pour this rice like this. Strain out all the water. You can put that down.
Okay.
We pour this rice into the masala.
Okay.
We will add about 3 cups of water. So let's add about, just keep pouring, I'll tell you. Usually
Okay.
the water has got to be just about an inch above this.
An inch above the rice
Yeah.
level. Okay.
Some green chilies
Okay. I love chilies.
into this. Then some pudina leaves. Coriander.
That looks so beautiful visually.
Yeah. Now we take this. Now on full fire, we let it cook till it's done. And you know something, afterwards, Pooja, you lower the gas.
So it simmers.
Yes, simmers in its own juices and becomes the masala rice that we want.
Fabulous.
So is
Zaneen
it-
Aunty, thank you for the treat. Thank you for this.
The
Thank you
treat
for
will-
cooking for me personally. Thank you.
The treat will be the lunch, darling, and I hope you enjoy it.
I'm sure I will. Oh, it's lovely.
Isn't the aroma there?
Yeah. it's-
See? Be careful of your hair.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Add
now.
a little extra touch to your recipe.
Yes. Now we put it in here.
Wow.
You can have this with plain. Either you can have it plain like a biryani, or you can have it with anything, maybe even dahi curry. So this is the complete dish of the masala rice, made for you specially.
Zareen Aunty, it smells amazing.
I'm so happy.
Amazing.
So it's all for you. You can eat it.
I'll
at
eat it all.
lunchtime. Sure.
Not sharing it with anybody.
And folks, this is your dish, the masala rice. If you missed anything, here's the recap.
For masala rice biryani, in a bowl, add 500 gram rice, water as required and set it aside. In a pan, heat oil, add cardamom, 2 to 3 cinnamon sticks, 8 to 10 cloves. Add the 3 chopped onions and cook them till they go soft. Now, add salt to taste, 5 tablespoon red chili paste, 2 chopped tomatoes and mix well. Add half cup of yogurt, stir well and let it cook. Strain the rice, add it to the pan. Add water as required, 5 to 6 whole green chilies, 8 to 10 mint leaves, finely chopped fresh coriander, stir well and let it cook on low flame. Your masala rice biryani is ready to be served.
It's time to bring our second guest in, and so we'll take a short break. Don't go anywhere, and we'll be back. Welcome back. I'm really happy at the thought of our next guest, the super talented actor Abhay Deol. I have a special liking for Abhay, who I have known since he was a young lad. He and my son Zayed and my daughters were the best of friends. He stood out from his very entry into our industry. He picks ordinary looking roles and makes them extraordinary with his performance. Oh, hi! My favorite.
How are you?
Fine. How are you? So nice to see you, huh?
Yes.
Been such a long time, but as
Do I get his
always-
bigger hug?
Why not? How are you?
I'm good.
Her I've seen.
How are you?
I've seen her lately. I haven't seen
Oh,
you for
no,
years.
years, by
Yeah.
God. Anyway, so happy to have you with me on the show,
Thank
really.
you, Auntie. I'm happy to
and
be here.
seeing you after ages. I remember, I call him Dimpy. You know
Yeah.
why? Because of his sweet little dimples.
Which is hidden very conveniently
Ah,
under this bush
yeah,
he's
I know,
grown on
that's
his
true.
face.
Why have you got
Yeah.
this beard? Because those dimples, anyway, you can still see them.
The beard doesn't hide it.
He's grown his beard into the dimple.
It has.
But Pooja, you won't believe how sweet he was when
Please
no, I'm sorry, when I mean was is when he was a little young boy. What age I knew? When you were about 10, 12?
I must have been around 10, 11.
Yeah, 10, 11. And the
yeah.
first time he came to our house was carrying this lovely little Great Dane puppy.
I remember that.
You remember
Yeah,
he brought it? It's such a, I think Dharam had bought the,
Yes, when we had
you
got the
remember
Great
when
Danes.
you'd got
Correct,
that?
correct, correct.
And when we saw this lovely little Great Dane puppy, we fell in love with it. And then eventually my husband bought one Great Dane, a real black Great Dane that used to come up to this size. And she loved everybody, but she didn't like the girls. You know, any of my friends who were ladies, she would go to attack them. But if the guys were there, they were always very happy. She was very happy with them. Are you still a good cartoonist?
Strangely, the last month, Auntie, I've started to draw and paint again.
Oh, really?
I never painted actually. I've started painting for the first time.
I believe you're fabulous at it, by the way.
I'm
He's
learning.
too good.
I'm
learning.
told. Yeah.
Very
But
good.
I've been
Everybody
trying to
talks
avoid the whole cartoon side of things and make it slightly more abstract or more. So I've done 1 year of art school,
okay.
art college, and I remember when I had life drawing there. Because I used to do cartoons,
Yes.
the life drawing was something that I took to more easily than most.
Okay.
I'd started painting a bit, but I wasn't so into it. So this time when I revisited, I bought this book, Life Drawing for Artists. So it's just photographs of different poses. Also, it's skeletal structure and musculature and everything because they make you build. With life drawing, you start from inside out. I literally, if I look at your face, I know the holes for your skull. I know where the nose is going to end and how the teeth settle and how the cheek goes on top. So you actually draw from the inside out. And that's the study of the human figure,
That's
really.
amazing.
Very few people know that he's a very good artist. So I think when you're talking about it, a lot of your fans, as it is, they know that when you come on the screen, you charm everybody, you charm the audiences, and with those, especially those dimples, one smile and all the girls go quite gaga, I hear. And then, of course, he's still a bachelor. So you can imagine all the more people
Yes.
must be flocking to you. Okay, maybe I'll be the lucky one.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a couple of years now since my last relationship. So let's see.
Also, I remember one more thing I have to tell you. When he was young, he used to be so sweet, and maybe he was a little extra fond of me because he used to bring me these taped music cassettes. So sweet. You'd say, Auntie, I taped you a music. You remember?
Yeah, of course I remember.
Yes,
In fact, I told Zoe also now, it's her birthday come. I said, I'm in charge of the music. So I'm still doing that.
About
Are you
5
fond
years,
of
I'm
music?
very fond of music. And 5 years ago, I'd shown my kids, pulled out my music collection. There were so many tapes which I used to have back then. So I pulled it out and I was showing my kids the tape. And they said, "What's that?"
Like,
How
times
times
have changed.
move. Yes, I know. But tell me, which are the latest movies you are working on?
I just had one release called Happy Bhag Jayegi,
yes,
which did
of
really
course.
well. And at the moment, I'm reading a few.
But you know, when I've noticed that whenever he tweets or whenever he writes something on the Facebook, I've never had anybody getting so many comments on yours. The last one which you wrote, I just saw it. It was something like 560. What had he spoken about just recently? Something.
The
I'm
last post, I think I was doing yoga in front of that chateau in south of France.
I can't.
That would get 500 comments.
All the time. He's a huge list of everybody. So that comes to, makes me realize he's really very
You know
popular.
which post I like most is the, I don't know if you saw it on the one where I did the passport photographs. So I took there was a photograph of my 18-year-old self with glasses on my US visa, student visa. And then there's a recent photograph. I swear I look like Harry Potter. So I put that and I put my normal picture up and I said, whoever is ashamed of their passport picture, go for it. I lost a bet, I'm putting it up. That one got the most.
With Abhay, it's always about quality over quantity.
Yes.
Like all of us are there tweeting 6 times a day, and with him, he'll come out with that one gem.
I wanted to get on Instagram now.
I've
gonna
just joined Instagram
just
thanks to my
started now.
daughter. She's put me onto Instagram.
Thanks to my manager. You gotta do it.
No, and you know what Alia did? Alia has over 2 lakh followers on Instagram.
Wow.
She's become this huge social media person and everything. And she demanded that I get onto it. She started my account for me, and I hardly post on Instagram. So she said, "Mama, I will manage your bloody Instagram. Send me your photos. I will keep posting them."
How
So
sweet.
it's a whole generation
A
that's
whole
come up
new
completely
generation.
addicted to this digital age.
It was the cutest
I was
thing.
tougher as a kid. I mean, when I look back at this generation, they're
Yeah.
so smart. I feel like I was such a Buddhu, for want of a better word.
Today
So
you bet
unexposed
all
to any
children.
of
I
this.
think maybe we lucked out living in a world that wasn't so
Yes.
demanding as it is today. So I guess in
When
a way
we could
it's
like
better.
just swing on swings and roll on the beaches, and it wasn't dirty and contaminated, so that you have to stay indoors.
But
And
Juhu Beach, it was never clean.
Juhu Beach was so clean. I spent
Are you
my
crazy?
childhood growing up in Juhu Beach. It was
I went there as a
beautiful.
child, it was always dirty.
Now you can argue with that.
I never went in there.
I'm older than you.
Not that much.
But you know, isn't there a lovely feeling that all the Juhuites, that's I have
All
had,
of us.
all of us, you all,
Yeah.
there's a bonding that can never break. It's
Yeah.
always there. I mean, you are
Yeah.
there. Like I remember when I look and see her looking at this glamorous best at the moment sitting there. One day I was in my house and walks in one little waif of a girl. I shouldn't say waif, but she was too sweet, you know. She had come lost. Do you know she had walked along from her house, which is not far, but still, she was so bold even then that she'd walked across. I don't know how she'd forgotten about her maid servant, whatever. She came right into our house from the beach. I still remember that. Maybe you don't remember. And I looked
You're
at
like,
her. I said, who met you? Then the little ones, they all met and all this. Then I had asked my maid to drop you back slowly to your house. But it was that little, she was still very beautiful with that lovely brown eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
And so,
I told you I had
mean,
your
know,
poster in my room,
Huh?
right? Did I tell you or not? Oh, I didn't tell you?
News to me.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
You
please
had?
do tell me.
I did. I had her full-on poster and everything like that. It was a blue bikini, I remember.
That was the Blue Terry film.
Was the Terry, was it? She was tasteful, she was classy, she was always good. And nobody was doing it at that time.
And those
It
lovely
was risky that time to do
sparkling
that because
eyes.
no one else was, so you would be afraid to
Yes,
be
yes.
looked upon a certain, but she
Yeah.
carried it off.
You
You
had
know?
my bikini poster up in your room. Abhay.
Can I say that on TV?
Why not?
Can I? Yeah,
It's so cute.
Okay, fine.
It's so cute.
Shit, how can I say it wrong?
It's too sweet.
She's blushing. See, she's blushing now. Huh?
Lovely.
She's still hot.
Let me tell you, because you are on the going here, there, everywhere to look the way you do. It's phenomenal, I would say.
And
you know?
eat the way I eat
Ah.
because yeah, I love to eat and therefore I have to work out
Yeah.
because in this industry it's a cruel industry and we
Tell
have
me
to
about
always
it.
look our best.
I'm on 1900 calories a day. My nutritionist has put me on.
Really?
I was like, you're 10% fat. Okay, 1900 calories. There you go. BMI, weight,
Damn.
this, that, calculate. That's what you need to have.
But
Yeah.
you are very
Yeah.
slim, Abhay. You are very nice. Trim
Yeah,
man.
but you know, to be 10% is something else.
I know, it's like his thighs are like the size of my arms or something.
Thanks. Daddy long leg.
But you know, in the films, always it gets exaggerated as far as
Yeah,
you know.
it does.
Yeah, but I've always
so-
kind of,
yes.
I'm more on the leaner side in
Yeah,
my case,
yeah,
structurally.
yeah.
But which reminds me, making me very hungry. All this talk about
yes.
work and food and.
Did you know that she has helped me cook a dish?
You have?
I
Yes.
had to cook my dish because
Yes.
it's my vegetarian dish. I'm establishing this all through the show because I'm going to eat that dish.
She wants to eat
you
up the
have
whole
your
dish.
Hasina chicken and I have my
I was
dish.
just going to say point it out so I can avoid it. But thank you.
Join us for lunch when we come back after a short break. Okay, folks, the food is here. Now,
I can see.
eat as much as you
Since you
want.
said that.
Yes,
It
absolutely.
looks divine. It smells divine.
What shall I help you with?
That's
It's
mine.
horrible. I'll finish it first.
And don't you dare touch this. This is
Very
made especially
yummy.
by me and for me.
That you made? I have to try that because
Actually, she did make
she
it.
doesn't want me
didn't
to have
make-
it.
I
So
was-
I'm
I
gonna have
was
it
Let
now.
me make it.
The only thing
so
I
good.
actually
Yes,
did was pour
right?
water which I spilled.
And have some, let me put some dahi curry on. Shall I put it in that bowl
Hanji,
so
hanji.
it'll be better?
Oh wow, I'm getting a little flashback of being in the house as a kid.
Yes, see? Little. You see, you serve.
Yeah, it's a
I
dollop
also-
of love.
I told you she pampered me,
Absolutely.
All
He
the
was
time.
my little favorite.
and she always said that.
Yes.
I remember. My favorite one's here.
It's so interesting.
I remember
curry?
the dahi curry. I
Huh?
remember this, auntie.
Yes?
Yeah, I just love this one. It's been so many years. Awesome.
Nice to be coming home.
Yeah.
Want some chutney?
Is it spicy?
It won't be that spicy since it's
No.
If I
mixed-
start to
mixed
sweat
with
while
yogurt.
we're shooting, it's
We'll
because
stop.
spice. I'm not going to stop. Once I start sweating with the spice, that sweating never stops. I'll just have a flap head of hair.
It also depends because what non-spicy to me may be spicy to you because I eat raw green chilies.
Yeah. Whatever spicy to non-spicy to most people is spicy to me.
Oh.
So yeah.
So then you,
very small
So I want
tolerance.
to see his
Maybe.
reaction when he eats that.
Eats the
chutney.
chicken. What
Oh,
about
is
the
it spicy?
No, it's not spicy. It's dahi.
I'll keep having
take
it. Yeah, sure. Chicken also, I remember, Auntie. It's the same one, I think. Right.
It's called Hasina chicken.
Hasina chicken.
Why did you
Wow.
get that name?
The dishes are very exotic. Well, how do I remember them? Because as and when the recipes keep growing. So whoever gives me a new recipe which I like, I name it after her.
Oh.
So
Sweet.
this, a lady from Hyderabad named Hasina showed me the way to make this chicken, which I wrote down. And then I made it, added a few more ingredients the way I wanted it, made it more exotic, and liked her name. So thought Hasina chicken sounds very nice and exotic. So we named it Hasina chicken.
Yeah. And you made Hasina famous now.
Yes, absolutely.
My father, for that matter, you can put a platter in front of him, a huge platter filled with all kinds of kebabs, and he's talking. And he's so immersed in conversation, he will keep popping the kebabs like peanuts once again. And suddenly he said, "Darling, where's the food?" I said, "Dad, you just ate up
No, where's
the
the
entire
food?"
platter of kebabs." I did.
You know, I remember at home, we eat pretty simple food. I mean, I moved out to study when I was 18, and then I started living on my own. But till the age of 18, and literally almost literally every evening, what I ate was yellow dal and lokki with
Oh,
roti.
really?
That's what we eat in the evenings. Because the thing was, just keep it simple. In the night, you shouldn't have heavy food, and the milder and
Healthy food.
healthier it is,
Yes,
the better
yes,
the
yeah.
option. So even though we're Punjabis and we like our chicken and our masalas
Butter
and
chicken
butter and
and all
everything,
that,
in my house, we were very conscious of health.
My favorite dish on this planet is butter chicken. I always say, if God put me on a deserted island and said you can have only one dish for the rest of your life, what will it be? I would say butter chicken, hands down.
Yes.
Till date, the best butter chicken I've had is at a dhaba in Ambala. Because we used to go to boarding school, and on the way, we'd always stop at Ambala, get off, go to the dhabas, eat butter chicken, and then go up to boarding school. So between this one Ambala dhaba and Gyanida dhaba, which was there just below us just below our school in Dharampur, the best butter chicken in the world.
All the more you got to eat.
In Ambala?
besides.
In Ambala, the bunch of dhabas. There's one particular dhaba we'd all go to and eat.
Shall we talk a little about where are you planning to get, as they say, I won't say hooked, but married?
Until when she learns to cook like you,
Oh, really?
whoever she may be.
But you haven't found the girl as yet, right?
I think if you go looking, you never find it.
Yeah.
I guess you have to just, you can't be as lucky as when I met my hubby. I was only 13 and he was 18.
Really?
Yeah.
13?
You
And you were
didn't know this?
13. No.
Oh, that's a
And you
long
were young,
story,
but
yeah.
that was-
We were neighbors. He was 17, not 18. 17, I was 13. I was in my 9th standard.
Oh,
And also even Zayed met her, his wife.
Malaika. I
Malaika.
remember him and Mali. Yeah, of
So
course.
also
I
Simone,
first
so-
met Mali when they were seeing each other. Yeah.
So that's,
Yeah.
I think the trend is
Seriously?
on, yes. That's the
Love
way.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can
Yeah.
do about it.
And honestly,
it strikes you.
The difference between 13 and 17 is a lot, but that's what, 5 years, 6
5
years?
years, 5 years.
Once you reach
That
20 and
is-
26,
But
that
at 13 and
bridge,
17, there's a very big
that
difference.
time there is, yeah. That's the time where it matters.
Yeah.
But after beyond a certain
Maybe
level,
I
that's
was
not much.
more matured.
Men
Yeah.
are always more mature than
yeah.
men.
You know, my parents are slightly more conservative in that sense. It's hard to relate to them. But with you, the relatability happened.
Yeah, I did.
Easily,
I did.
yeah.
My kids don't talk to me about anything because they think I get too excited about everything. I'm over the top. Oh my God, really? Tell me more. Mama, back off.
No, don't tell mom.
Gotta tell about as
500
far as she's
questions.
concerned, cool it, you know. That's what Farah keeps telling you, no?
Yeah, cool down, calm down. But Farah and me had the craziest trip to Greece. We took off, she, me, Monica, and another friend of ours, Sony from Delhi.
Sony?
Sony, yeah.
So
Yeah, I know
you know
Sony.
Sony,
Yeah.
no?
So we took off and we went to Greece, 4 girls.
For gorgeous girls.
Yeah, 4 gorgeous
Wow.
girls, and we didn't see one single good-looking Greek guy. So there we were, and finally on the way back, we were sitting in the taxi, okay, going down to the airport, and suddenly the girls are like, in Hindi, "Kitna khoobsurat hai." So I said, "Kaun hai?" And I'm in my own zone. I said, "Who?"
Apna
Said,
taxi
"Apna driver jo hai." So suddenly turn, we look at the driver. Okay.
This is when you were going back.
Yeah, we just want to leave, going to the airport. Huh? Taxi driver of all the people. So he said, "Kaun taxi driver?" So staring at him. Ha, bada khoobsurat hai. Made him stop on the road. Each one of us got out and took separate photographs with him to put on our Facebook. We met a good-looking Greek. We're just too happy to have found one good photo to put on our Facebook.
So you guys, I hope you enjoyed the food.
It was beyond amazing, Zarinati. But then, we don't expect anything less than beyond amazing from you. So.
Thank you, darling.
I'm right now quiet and enjoying the bliss of a post-amazing meal.
So I hope you enjoyed our conversation, and we'll see you again after the break. Welcome back. It's the answering machine round. So, are you ready?
Answering machine.
Answering machine.
What's answering machine?
I'm going to ask you questions which are full of fun. And whoever answers those rightly will get this hamper. So you better be ready for it.
That's got my name written all over it, Pooja. I'm sorry, but you're
The
going to
bow
lose.
has your name on it. The goodies have my name on it.
No. That's going to make me break my 1900 a day fast.
I don't want you to break your 1900 calories a day fast. I insist I take the hamper home and you take the bow.
I'll beat you at the question and answer thing.
Now
And
you
then-
fight
and
over
even
this.
if you
all
do,
can
you should
fight over
present
this,
me the hamper
but let's
nonetheless.
start with the questions.
Fine. Let me
Are
beat
you
her.
ready?
Right,
Are
yes.
you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Who's first?
Pooja, what was Abhay's first film called?
I'll give you a hint. There's a mountain named after it.
I'm so bad at names. It's unbelievable.
I love it. And it, by the way, there's no name of mountain. I was just throwing you off.
It is Imtiaz Ali's Socha Na Tha.
Sochana tha.
मैंने सोचा ही नहीं था.
Exactly.
Okay, now, Abhay, what is Pooja's Italian connection?
Not the ex.
No, I've never dated a foreigner.
She gets material from there.
No,
She.
Something to do with food.
no.
I'm throwing him off the way he threw me off.
I'm not believing you.
He told me
I
his
know
film
that
was
it's.
named after a mountain.
No. I will get this. What is her Italian connection? I think I knew this also. Yeah. No. Didn't your dad was very popular?
He got it.
It is, right?
But you have
Last
to
one.
name. What is the name?
It was a soap.
No, you have to name it.
Name it.
But I got half
No,
the
no,
answer.
that's so simple.
How can I name it?
Everybody knows my dad's very big in Italy. Everybody knows that.
If I'm 0, you're -1.
Excuse me, we're both -1.
Okay. The answer is Sandokan.
Sandokan.
Yes,
Ah,
he
I
was
wouldn't have
very,
got
very
that.
popular all over the world,
Yeah, that's
especially
right.
in
Yeah.
Italy. Yes.
I forgot the name.
Okay,
I'm very
we'll
bad
go
with
to
names
the
too.
next question now. Pooja, what was Abhay's most maverick role?
Hey, I answer. Oh!
Look at this.
If I answered it, I get the
Too
point.
bad. This
No,
is
one
too
second.
bad.
You
You're
didn't say good
cheating.
news. You didn't say good news 8.
You are cheating.
One sec.
Look at her. What do we do? Who's given us his phone?
Dave D. 1 point. Hamper's mine.
You
It's
got
good.
it, but that's wrong. It's cheating.
No, it's not cheating.
Put it back.
Zainab, you never said I couldn't use help.
Abhay, I'm going to ask you this. Which was Pooja's first debut and what was her role?
Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar.
Wrong.
No, sorry.
Wrong.
Sorry.
Sorry. But you
Her
gave your
first
answer.
film?
You had my poster up on your wall.
Lutere!
Wrong.
Lutera!
No, it wasn't.
Then?
I'll spoil it for you and tell you it's Vish Kanya. So now I've told him
Vish.
he didn't win it,
Ooh,
and
now
now
I
I get the
remember.
hamper.
Good. No, there's still more to come. Patience.
So we're equal right now.
Okay, shall we get on to the last part of our fun questions? Are either of you interested in cooking?
I cook.
Little bit. She cooks. Okay, so I'm going to ask you the Indian words for certain spices, which I ask in English.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, that's a
so
bit
shall we
tough.
start with you?
Yay.
Sure.
Okay, walnuts.
Akhroat.
Ah, it's easy.
Quick. Cumin seeds.
Cumin. Jeera.
Ah,
Jeera. Come on. Jeera.
sorghum.
Sore gums like I said.
It sounds like sorghum to me too.
Sorghum? What the hell is a sorghum? Have you ever heard of sorghum in your life?
In
Even
English?
Zainati, I've been to the most incredible restaurants around the world
I
with
know
the
it's
finest
difficult.
cuisine.
You-
I've been to street
Yes.
level places. I've never heard
Heard of
anyone
sorghum.
say
Like,
sorghum in something.
So she loses second one then.
Excuse me. I'm
well-
asking the viewers out there, have you all ever heard of sorghum? Why should I lose my hamper because of a sorghum?
Because we're wanting to make it as
you're being one half that
difficult.
word right now.
We want to make it as
That's why.
Okay, so now the answer is jawar.
That's right.
So you
I
lost
knew
it.
Yeah.
Okay, now you, shrimp.
In Hindi, jhinga.
No, correct.
Did you know shrimp in Hindi?
Obviously.
Sultana.
Sultana. Sultana would be dates or raisins.
Pick one.
Well, raisin would be kishmish.
Okay, I think you won it because kishmish is the right word.
How does she win it?
I win it.
No, no,
I
no,
so
no,
win
no,
it. I
not
so
one.
win it.
That
that
particular.
one. Ha, ha.
Now the last one is for you. Last one for you, Abhay. Yam.
Suran.
Can't.
Okay, but you were
It's
not
my
supposed to say,
question.
but his
I'm
question.
saying it so that
But he
he-
said it, so he also won it.
I got the other word for it.
Kachalu.
Can't.
Since you have both been so very nice at fighting and making up and fighting and making up, I've decided instead of the one, I've got two hampers. One for you and one for you.
Fine.
And of course, first she cheated, but then you also cheated.
I didn't cheat.
Yes, I
time.
saw it.
I cheated now.
Will you please help
Yes,
me with
yes.
the hampers and pass one to
There
her?
you go, love. That's yours.
Thank
And
you.
then
Oh,
we've
this is
hidden
so
this
lovely.
hamper so you can
okay,
carry
yes.
it. It's too heavy for me.
I didn't cheat.
And I hope you
wonderful.
enjoy it. Take it home and
I
eat
will.
all of this. Oh, enjoy it.
Right, my
I'm
1900
taking
calories
both home.
an hour with this hamper.
I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed the show with all your fun, your madness, and your laughter. I hope you did the same. Huh?
Yeah, thanks for the food, Auntie. It's always a pleasure. We've
Thank
been so
you.
long. I'm so
Thank
happy
you.
to be here. And
Come
meet
again.
Pooja also after so
and
long.
of course,
so.
not only pay, you teased her to death, didn't you?
It's okay. I'll just get used to it.
I think off camera she's going to give me one.
Yes.
And I'll take it too. I'll be like, oh.
I'm just smiling for now, Zarina auntie.
Okay. Keep it up.
No, but thank you, Zarina auntie. It's been such a lovely show. And it's so wonderful to have you create such a beautiful show and to share all these amazing recipes
Thank you, darling.
with everybody. I mean,
Taste it when you go home. Try them.
I will
and Then
certainly.
you see, and
I
keep on
certainly
seeing
will.
the show, so you learn more and more. And all the best.
So you've been in our hearts, now you'll be in our homes.
I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Don't miss any episodes of Spices and Secrets. We'll see you again soon on our next episode.